It's not Valentine's Day, but showing affection and celebrating love should not be a February 14th type of thing only. So, here's one designer doing just that, the best way he knows how, through the creation of a new leisure craft. This is the Deep Sea Dreamer, the latest concept from automotive and naval designer Steve Kozloff. The US-based designer is credited with creating some of the most outrageous, dreamiest, and downright bonkers super yachts, mega yachts, and giga yachts, both for leisure or research. This one helps him live up to this reputation. Not a single one of Kozloff's designs has yet been able to make the transition from the virtual paper it's drawn onto reality, but you never know when an interested multimillionaire or billionaire might step up, right? The one that could make this expedition submarine happen would have to have some $200 million to $250 million to spend exclusively on the project. And, of course, the willingness to wait whatever number of years construction would take. But at the end of it, he'd get the dreamiest, most romantic, and most luxurious watercraft out there. Incredibly fancy too. The Deep Sea Dreamer, imagined as the literal expression of a dream for the designer, is an expedition submarine that would offer accommodation for 6 people in total, 2 decks, and unprecedented underwater experiences. It could occasionally act like a standard yacht by surfacing to dock or could run just below the water surface for enhanced efficiency and a longer range. It could also spend extended periods anchored underwater or slowly move there, treating those inside to incredible views and insights into underwater life. With a total length of 106.5 feet, the sub would come with a steel hull and superstructure, and expansive glazing to allow those aforementioned incredible views in. Notable from the start is the bulbous observation pod at the bow, which integrates the command station. This is actually a lounge, specced with designer furniture and a small bar, a piano for live entertaining, and plenty of space to move around. There's a second observation pod on the second deck, with a glass floor to complement the wraparound panoramic windows and large recliners that allow you to take everything in at leisure. Features on board include a main bedroom with an ensuite bathroom and a guest suite with another ensuite. 2 crew members could sleep in a twin room. The designer imagines a chef's kitchen with a breakfast bar, a formal dining room, a watertight elevator that connects the decks, and an upper deck that can only be used when the submarine resurfaces. The total living surface inside is 1,500 square feet, and it's furnished elegantly with what looks like genuine leather, hardwood, and marble. The styling is rather on the somber side, but whoever would have $250 million to spend on an expedition submarine could probably throw a bit more cash to get the interior of their dreams. Since we're on the topic of dreams and all that, Kozloff notes that Deep Sea Dreamer can dock like a typical yacht by surfacing and simply dropping anchor, or it could do so submerged, thanks to a snorkel mast that provides fresh air and allows to expel exhaust. It could also move in a variety of ways, depending on the guest's idea of the perfect vacation, their desire for privacy, or their need for efficiency. On longer voyages, it could cruise just below the surface, where weather conditions would have no impact on guests and efficiency would be improved. In this case, the snorkel mast would do its part in delivering fresh air and letting out exhaust. At the owner's desire, the Deep Sea Dreamer could submerge to depths up to 328 feet, sailing on electric power only for 100 miles. In a third scenario, this sub could spend up to 7 days stationary on the ocean floor, powered by the onboard batteries. Power for this submarine would come from dual diesel-electric Cummins X15M engines and 1 fixed electric motor of an unspecified maker and power. Maximum speed would be 10 knots, with a cruising speed of 6 knots, achieved only when semi-submerged. Kozloff stresses that this is not a watercraft designed for speed, which is perhaps a big understatement. The Deep Sea Dreamer is designed instead for pure, relaxed enjoyment, of the kind not possible with any other vessel today. Estimated range would be 6,000 nautical miles, or the equivalent of 42 days at 6 knots. Deep Sea Dreamer is a submersible paradise designed for couples seeking ultimate privacy and an intimate connection with the ocean. Nothing more romantic than a submarine-shaped, $250 million I love you present.